Let's go ahead and take a look at this example, and we'll go ahead and do part F. In this example, we have two functions. The first one is g of x equals 1 minus x, the quantity squared, minus 2. And we have a second function, k of y, which is the square root of 1 plus y. And we're being asked which of the following is true. They gave us multiple parts to this, but let's just go ahead and focus on part F. On this left-hand side, we're asked to find k of g of 3. Remember that we want to start with the stuff inside the parentheses first, so we're going to go ahead and calculate g of 3 first. Which means we're going to go ahead and plug in the 3 each time we see an x in the function for g. So we've got 1 minus 3, that quantity squared, minus 2. 1 minus 3 is negative 2, and we're going to go ahead and square that, which will give us a positive 4. And after we subtract the 2, we'll be left with an answer of 2. Right, so g of 3 equals 2. And so now on this left-hand side, we can replace that g of 3 on the inside part of those parentheses with that value of 2 that we just found. And let's go ahead and calculate k of 2. Right, we'll go to our function for k. We're going to plug 2 in each time we see the value for y. So we've got the square root of 1 plus 2. And we can add these numbers underneath our radical. And this will give us the square root of 3. And we want to go ahead and leave our answer as radical 3. And now let's go ahead and calculate the right-hand side. We want to check to see if these two quantities are going to be equal to each other. Right, and order matters here. If we're looking at this right-hand side, we're going to take the same approach. We're going to calculate k of 3, because that's the segment on the inside piece. So we're going to go to our function for k. We'll plug in the 3 for the y value. This will give us the square root of 1 plus 3. It's going to give us radical 4, in this case a positive 2. Right, and now we want to come back and calculate g of 2. So let's go to our function for g. We'll plug in the 2 each time we see the x. So we've got 1 minus 2, that quantity squared, which will give us a negative 1 squared. And if we square that, we're going to get a positive 1, and then we have to go ahead and subtract that 2 at the end. And so we'll end up with a final answer here of negative 1. Alright, so we're asking ourselves, is radical 3 equal to positive 1? The answer here, if we look at that bottom line, would be a no. Right? So this is a false statement. And you're going to take the same approach for parts A through E, looking for any of those equations that would be true.